Good morning, everybody. Anybody? Typical of me, I can't hold up, so I got to start early. How are we doing today? Glad to be here. Glad to make it home. Good. Was on the road for the last week visiting family, so we are back. So what all we got going on, folks? What have you been up to? What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on out there? Did I not bring that down? Yeah, I brought that down. I did a little Black Friday shopping. Hopefully some of you guys managed to pick up some goodies as well. Still doing a little shopping. Cyber Monday might be one for me a little bit. I need a new graphics card for my computer. I'm not struggling. Actually, the card I've got is far better than I expected for my video processing. The issue that I have, the fan in it is dying, and I've been trying to decide, should I just replace the fan or should I replace the graphics card? Swamp Picker, good morning, sir. How are you? Yeah, while we let it get streaming and rolling and see if we get some people to join us today, I'll get my Go Juice poured up. Nectar of the gods, I tell you. All right. I've got a fun and interesting show today. I have so much to show you guys. It is incredible. Elroy's Toys, good morning, sir. Man, you have been pumping out challenge locks like a madman. And I gotta say, some of those pins you're doing look downright evil. I am doing outstanding. As outstanding as I can for driving through nasty, nasty weather and horrible roads the last 2 days. Typical, kind of figures. One thing I found and picked up on my trip, ran into this little guy at a gas station, and I'm not sure. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. Any of you guys recognize what that keyway would be? Fairly paracentric little booger. Nice little lock, not bad. So I'll have to mess with that, see what I can do with it, if I can do anything with it. If you can see here in front of me, Phantasm Industries. He sent me some of his new stickers, outstanding. And he sent me this, lovely. I can see I already got it covered in friggin' cat hair. Oh, we'll delve into the review and talk about that a little bit here shortly. Marvelous. Guy does wonderful work, guys. If you need a case, check him out. He's got, 3 different styles, I think. He will do some very cool stuff for you. Oh, let me dig these out. And then I had a new inventory order come in from Southern Specialties. And I got a couple more goodies to add to my giveaway pile of fun. Nice little mini executive case. Nice little set of tension wrenches in here. That's kind of what I was thinking too, Elroy, is that it looked a little Yale-ish. Look at that little pocket rake set. Look at that. Got 2 tension wrenches. And that lovely rake set in this beautiful little case. So that'll be something I'll be able to give away to somebody. I love giving stuff away. I doubt if it's an actual Yale, but it does look Yale-ish. That was kind of my first thought, but like I said, I don't have anything Yale to compare to. That was just a guess. And then in the other kit, we have another little pocket set. And got a double helix looking turner in there. And then a nice little top of keyway turner in there. And then we open that up and look at what we got in here. We have an offset diamond, a heavier offset diamond. See it? A dog leg. Medium hook. A little steeper medium hook, I guess. A little deeper hook in there. Look at that. I don't have any giveaway going right now. But every once in a while during the live, I have stuff like this. We'll just throw out a giveaway and give something away to somebody in the live. Or, some of this might get thrown in there. I'm trying to work up towards, I'm at 434 subscribers, I think, the last time I looked. One of these may find their way into a 500 subscriber giveaway package. Don't know. I don't have a giveaway going at the moment, though. He was just nice and threw those couple extras in with my inventory order. And when I get those extras like that, that's what I tend to do with them. I throw them out as giveaways and share them with the community. Share the love. As it were. Yeah, it's always very cool, man. Always very cool. All right. So I'm going to talk about this guy real quick, and then we're going to move on to really cool stuff. But this is cool. Phantasm Industries. If you guys have not seen him and his stuff, you need to check this dude out. Outstanding. He has decided to start making some cases modeled after some other company style of cases, but at a considerably better price. So I asked him for this. I asked him for a black case, orange stitching, orange straps. Like the look of that. It looks kind of sharp. Here's what he put together, and this is one of them that he makes and sells, right? Flips open. It's got the little cover, protect your tools. Ooh, I've already populated this baby up a bit. I need to figure out a few more things, what else I want to do with it. He put a Velcro patch on the inside here. So as part of my Black Friday shopping, I grabbed the covert instrument spinning tray. I thought, hey, that's not a bad little idea to throw that right there on the inside of the case. I've got it. Dutch lock picker, good morning, sir. Zipper pouch over here for storing all of your tension wrenches. You'll see I have some tension wrenches stuffed in here. It's because I haven't quite figured out what to do yet, because I don't like the idea of just stuffing this full of tension wrenches, and then you got to dump everything out to find the tension wrenches that you want. So I'm trying to work up some cases. I picked these up from Southern Specialties, and there I have my Moki Workshop tension wrenches in there. Here I have the titanium set from Southern Specialties in there. But that way I can pull a card out and have the tension wrenches that I want. These, though, unfortunately, do not fit this set from Covert Instruments. They don't fit in this case. So I'll have to come up with something else for a case for that one. But I like having little slider cases in there to put them in. So that way I can just grab and pull out the set of ones that I want, not have to dump the whole thing. That's just me. But what a lovely case, man. Very, very well done. It's nice material. It's not super stiff material. So it flaps around pretty easy, which good, bad, otherwise. Don't know. So far, I'm digging it. I just got to play with this last night, because we just got home yesterday. I love how it looks. The sewing work is beautiful. The pocket sizes are wonderful. So as you can see here, I've got 3 rakes tucked in the front pocket. It's dual height pockets, right? Behind that, I've got my dog leg set in full handles, and they fit just fine in that pocket. That's wonderful. And then I can throw some extras in here in the front as well. Got my deep dog legs over here. Got my little Peterson pick in there. Some more picks, some medium middle vent trunks up front. My Moke set fits in there with room to spare, which is wonderful. Finally broke down and bought my first Covert Instruments pick. I just bought a single pick. I didn't really want to buy the whole set. So I bought a Mechaticular to try out, because everybody brags them up so bad, so I figured I'd better see what all the hype is about. But there you go, man. Very, very nice case. I'll do a separate video on this thing and get a little more in depth on it and on my thoughts. It's great. It's very well made. A couple little things I might say is these straps could have been just a hair bit longer, because once I get it full, they're tight. It just doesn't give you much room, and it likes to kind of wad it up. That'd be one maybe thing. But they're probably all right. I just got to play with it more. The other thing that I think would be neat is out here on the outside between the straps, a Velcro patch here. So you could put Phantasm Velcro sticker there to advertise it. You could put your branded sticker on there. You could put one on for whatever brand of picks you decide to carry in it. Yes, this is the Phantasm case, and it is amazing. It is very, very nice, very well built. I think that thing's going to see an awful lot of use. I've already got it pretty well filled up. Yep, check him out. He has actually another one that's larger than this, a tactical case, he calls it, that actually folds out and has straps to carry it like a backpack or man bag or whatever the heck you want to call it. That's larger yet than this. But yeah, this thing, yeah, the patch on the outside would be outstanding on this. That's about the only thing I would change to the outside. But like I said, maybe these straps could be a hair bit longer, but they're fine. And especially for the price, dude. I don't know if he has a website. Let me look. He was going to hop on here at some point this morning in the chat. So if he is, sounds pretty needy to me. Who sounds pretty needy? Me? I'm always needy. Hey, I'm just looking at things that can be done that would maybe improve it, make it a little bit better. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Instagram, YouTube. You can reach out to him on Discord. I don't know that he has a store or a website. He might. Fantastic Ministries. Let's see what we got here. He doesn't have one tied to his profile yet. But Mr. Phantasm, if you show up, come on in. Show us what you got. Yeah, it's a very nice pouch, guys. Really nice. He was nice enough to send me a separate package because he didn't have these yet, so he sent me a separate envelope with some of his newest stickers for that. But see that? If he were to Velcro back some of those and put that on here, talk about an advertising plug. Just saying. But yeah, that would be the one thing that I would like to see. Other than that, marvelous. Holds a ton of gear. Okay. The piece de resistance here. Folks, I had a person. Oh, gosh, it's still terrible. I had a guy who has bought some stuff from my shop reach out to me and said, hey, I got a little carried away on my lock sport journey. If I send you some locks, would you be willing to use them for giveaways, donations, whatever, to get them out in the community to help other people? And I was like, yeah, that's wonderful of you. Sure, I would love to help you out. So he sends me a package. Oof. This box weighs 14 pounds, guys. I've already opened it and went through it because he said there were a couple things in here that I might not want on my live. Nah, I'm willing to. I'll show you everything. I will show you everything. Everything was packaged up. Some of the bags had ripped and tore, so I've removed them from some of the pockets from the pouches that were in here. I think he doesn't. If he doesn't have one, he will have a storefront here shortly. Swamp Picker. I'll ask him and find out. Here, actually, let me message him right now. I know he was asking at one point about me carrying him on my shop. I haven't talked with him anymore on that, but he'll be coming up with something. You're right. So he included a nice little card. It was in an envelope. It said, Happy Thanksgiving, Anonymous. Because he would just as soon stay private. We'll start off over in this little corner right here. American 1100s. And guys, these all look like they're new. Everything has keys. Everything works. Look at this. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. There's 6 American 1100s in here. Find a place to set those to the side. I'll get these all organized and lined up. There were some other really cool ones in here. Look at this old American lock, US. It's a 5200. Nice. That's a nice lock. I like the feel of that one. Very nice. Very cool. Look at this beauty. All brass. WNF. I'm not sure what WNF is. It's a Series L50. Now, I'm hoping one of you guys can tell me more about this lock, because I don't know anything about this one. And I am really curious. Let me get this off of here. Let me find. We'll use the back of his card. There is the key for this lock. What the heck? Dude, come back. Nope, that's not the right key. Oh, good grief. Too much stuff in here and I lost the key already. So I wanted to check that one out. There is the keyway on this lock. What kind of lock is this? What is that? Can you guys tell me? I don't think that's a standard pin and tumbler. Yeah, and I have an 1100 with a master cylinder in it as well. And actually, those are really nice. All right, let's just dive down in here. Here are some masters. Number 1 and number 3s. These are some oldies. Oh, here's a cool one. Here's a cool one. Here's a little Yale. Don't know anything about this Yale. There's the key for that one. Is that what that is, Noah? That's a wafer lock? That brass beastie? That's kind of what I was wondering, is if that was a wafer lock style. That is a wicked looking lock, man. That just looks amazing. Beautiful, beautiful lock. This old Yale, that's a sharp lock. And the key just falls out of that thing. I got to find a key ring for that so I can hang the key on it. But again, it works. It functions. Nice little lock. Man, that is so smooth going in and out of there. That's just nuts. And I don't remember. I used to know the name or style of that lock as well, but I don't know what those are called either. So, all you experts out there, all you armchair experts, let me move this to the side and get a load of this. Here's more. Masters. Lots of master number 1s and number 3s. Oh, this bag just getting a little bit on me. There's 2 that look like brand new. Master commercial number 1s. So guys, I'm going to, he sent me some handles. 3D printed handles. Here we have, there's a couple in here that I'm definitely going to be playing with myself. But here are some cores. We have people that need to do challenge locks but don't have cores. I now have cores, along with some 3D printed core holders for them. Those are all Schlag keyways. So on those, you to the side. Oh, here's a heavy old box. I think this is all master. Yeah, this is all master commercials. 40 millimeters, and then number 1s, and I think there's a couple number 3s in this bag. There are 5 more master commercials in there. A Medico M3. And I might have to try this thing out a little bit, because I have a Medico I'm working on right now, but it is not an M3. It's already grub screwed. Man, that thing is just buttery smooth. Very nice. Yes. Got a Medico. Lots of goodness to share with people, folks. Lots and lots of goodness. I left this one in the package because this one was actually labeled. But this is a hitch lock. Now it looks to be a wafer style. That's kind of a funky cut key there. This looks like one of those that you turn and you unscrew, right? So it just runs the screw when you've got the lock rolling. Very cool. Very fun one there. And then there were a whole batch of just loose American lock keys. I'll have to see if these fit any of those locks that I have here. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to make or what to do with the keys. But I'm sure we'll figure out something. Then he sent me a couple other goodies. One, this says this was made. Yeah, it's a hitch pin lock, right? Yeah. During World War II, there's no chrome plating. Could be used as a vise. Get a load of this, guys. Look at this beast. Look at this little crescent wrench. Dymalloy steel, 12-inch, forged. Diamond Caulk Horseshoe Company, Duluth, Minnesota. 12-inch crescent wrench. Look at that. And that thing runs just butter smooth, man. What a beautiful old wrench. Brian breaks shit. And then this. I saw the handle sticking out, and I was like, I know what that is. He told me there was a knife in here. It's like, I don't know if you show knives on your channel. Well, I show knives all the time. Let's see. The more difficult to find version of this knife. I've seen these, but I've never actually held one in my hand before. This is a Glock. Bayonet, fighting knife style knife. Yeah, that wrench is awesome, dude. Get a load of this beast. Look at that. Made in Austria. Look at that. What a knife, man. Cool little sheath. Very, very cool. So, Mr. Anonymous, I can't say thank you enough for all of this wonderfulness. And I will be looking for homes for a lot of these, looking for ways to share them with the lock sport community. You know, people want to share the love. Man, I love it. I like doing that. I like helping other people out. I like providing locks, providing goodies, providing funness. So, if you saw anything in here that fits into something you're needing or looking for, oh my word, reach out and let me know, and we will see what we can come up with. Because this is a metric butt-ton of locks, dude. This one is really, really a cool lock. I like this one a lot. That one's really, really pretty. Zoe the cat, welcome. There's all these American keys. Drop those over there. American 1100s. Let's see what we got. That's an American key. That one has a master key. That's a master. And I noticed that one of our sites that buys locks for lockout, tagout locks, almost all of the 1100s they're buying anymore are all coming with 1100 key sets in them. So there is that. I can do that, Mr. Nola. I can pull it out and grab some stuff together for you. Yeah, he just had that tag in there saying it was World War II era. You, Mr. Stu. Then, I was at my brother's place. I have 3 brothers. They run a construction company in northern Minnesota. Hey, buddy. And we were up in his gun room going through some things, and he pointed out this lock he had sitting there. He goes, yeah, it doesn't fit anything anymore. He says, it's a really expensive lock, but it doesn't fit anything. It's like, well, I would be happy to take that off your hands. So he let me have it. It's for a patio door. Let's go through and find what all is in here. I haven't even pulled it all out to really go through it, other than I saw that, I mean, it is, yeah, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Got to start plowing snow. Yeah, we were plowing snow driving, getting home yesterday. I tell you that much. And here is the lock face for that. I figure this will be a fun one to maybe build into a wood plate like Mr. So yeah, it's a deadbolt style lock, like Mr. You know what I'm talking about, does all his locks. Here's all the goodness for it. Here's another strike plate for a doorknob. I don't know why that's in here, but here's some keys. Let's see if these are the right keys. It is a Truth, and that's pretty wicked. I'm bidding on that thing. Yeah, there are the keys for that. So there, figure that'll be one to build into a display panel. Display board for picking. But yeah, everything is in here for it. It's complete box, complete lock. He said what had happened is they had a door and the door got damaged during the shipping process. They reached out to the company. The company replaced the door. Well, when they replaced the door, they sent this entire new, all the hardware, the new lock, everything. So we didn't need it, didn't have any use for it. And he said, you can't buy that door anymore, so he didn't have anything that would fit. Looks like he'd be able to fit that. It's just a standard deadbolt style. Should be able to fit that to about anything. But, anywho, I got that. So we're going to play with that. Yeah, he said this is like a $300 setup for this lock. Truth Hardware, Owatonna, Minnesota. Swinging patio door lever lock set with deadbolt lock cylinder and key. So, there's that. I mean, it's been a fun trip. Lots of goodness. Link is up there, by the way, if anybody feels like hopping in and joining me this morning. And then I did some chopping myself. I went to Mr. Covert Instruments, finally broke down and hit them up. And I bought their bump key set. Which when you bought their bump key set, it included their bump hammer. So I'll have to try that stuff out. Never used one of these before. So, got the bump hammer. I got the Reaper. And then I bought a decoder set so I can play with lock decoding. See if I can learn how to run those, use those, do that kind of thing. But I thought this would be kind of fun, especially on some of these old door lock cylinders that I've got here. Might be fun to play with the bump key stuff. Yep, you have fun with the grandbaby, Mr. Nola. Grandbabies are wonderful things. So there, I know that was kind of an all hodgepodge rush of goodness, but man, guys, you know, that box of locks, that was absolutely amazing to me to have somebody do that, to give me that, to share with the community. Oh, the other thing, I was back home on the farm, found this little guy laying on a shelf in the shop, little old Master 77. The key was still in the lock. And it works just fine. It's got a nice little pop to it. Look at that. So I asked Mom, hey, do you mind if I steal this old lock away from you? And she goes, hell, what the heck am I ever going to use it for? You bet. I don't know if I should clean it up or if I should leave it looking crusty. Grouchy Lenny. Yeah. Use the hammer, but not for bump keys. What the heck did you use the hammer for? No, you're going to pound anything with it. It's too flippy floppy. It's like a limp noodle. But that's cool. Nice little lock to add to my collection of cool locks. It is. It's in really good shape. Really, really clean lock, actually. I mean, it's dirty, but it's not dinged up. It's not damaged. It functions just fine. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool old little master. Yeah. But I guess that's what happens when you go to the old farmstead. There's probably many, many more of those hanging out there. Lock all the new patch challenge. You know, I need to come up with the ways to do that. I'm just trying to think of 3 locks, 3 different ways per lock, or I need to get some guys to help me, right? Who wants to hop on and do that challenge with me? We can each take a lock, get 3 of us, each take a lock, each open it in 3 different methods, and go for broke. Now, the other thing, if you missed it earlier, I was going through this. This is the pouch or the case that I bought from Mr. Phantasm Industries. Lovely little stickers. Beautifully done case, dude. Does a very nice job. There we are. We'll flip that stinker open. So since it was at Covert Instruments, he had a Velcro patch on the inside of the case. So I purchased their little Velcro pinning tray to stick on the inside there on the Velcro. Got a nice little flap that folds up. I've already started populating this baby up. I've got my dog legs in there in handles, and they fit in one of the pouches. These are double layers, so you got taller ones, shorter ones in the front. Got the McTickler, got my Mokes, some rakes, elephant trunks, deep dog legs, and then down in there sits a little Peterson. Oh, it's a wonderful case, man. Very, very well thought out. Very nice design. Got my McTickler that I bought. I'll have to play with that a little bit, see what I think of the McTickler. Everybody brags it up so bad. He's got this pocket on the side for tension tools. And you'll see I have some tension tools out here in the middle. The only real reason for that is I'm not real big on taking all of my tension tools and just dumping them in a pocket. And you got to dump everything out to find what you want. So I'm trying to come up with how to hold those. What I've put in here already, I bought a couple of these from Southern Specialties. So there I've got my Moke Workshop. So I can just pull that out, and I've got my Mokes. There's my titanium set from Southern Specialties. I can grab that, pull it out, and I've got those. I have another one. The set from Covert Instruments don't fit in this leather case, so I'll have to come up with something else. But I like having something to kind of organize it a little bit. Bump, shim, and slide lock bar key with an ML number 5 and key. Oh, all right. Sounds marvelous, sir. Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding some people to get together and do that. I think that'd be fun, right? Get together, do our own little video, put it together, and post it up. I think that'd be kind of fun. So there's what I've got in this case so far. And as you can see, I still have a lot of room. I can still add a lot more into this case, guys. It is really, really a well thought out case. It truly is. I'm going to put you, I think, here. There. But I need to find out, I need to rig up something for a holder for those, because like I said, I just want to organize my tension tools a little bit better. Well, and that's where I already had the tension set, so I didn't want to buy the entire Reaper set. I just didn't see the need for it, but I thought I'd at least try out the one pick. I've played with it a little bit so far. The only thing I would say is it's a little short for reaching way back in there on some pins, but yeah. But there you go. That is the case. That is what I have currently got in it. It is a very, very, very nicely done case. Folds up. I did the buckle strap style because I'm not a big fan of Velcro. Like I said earlier, the one thing that I would do differently here is outside between these buckles, I'd put a Velcro patch here. So you could Velcro back your Phantasm sticker and put it there, or you could put a sticker on there for what brand of picks you're carrying in this particular case, or your own brand patch on there for your channel, right? To advertise and swag a little bit, or whatever it may be that you want to put out there. I think that would be a really cool addition to the case. Speaking of which, I am wearing my Cheese, Grits, and NyQuil t-shirt that I won. That was in the mailbox as well. Right? That'd be kind of fun. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Dutch? Nick? You guys want to hop on and do the Pack Leader Challenge? We can each come up with the ways we want to open different locks. Then we can just bounce around through the cameras and do it to it. That'd be kind of fun, right? It'd be a good time. Yeah, I'd be up for that. I would be up for that. All right. Well, let's just grab something out here. About this little Cargo Max lock. We were discussing that one already a little earlier on here. Think that might be like a Yale-style keyway to it. I have not tried to, well, I messed with it just briefly earlier. You were in your lock? What? We were just talking about doing the Lockjaw Manufacturing's challenge. Their latest one out there, Pack Leader. Pack Leader, is that what they're calling this one? Where you have to have 3 locks open in 3 different ways, and you can partner up as a team. So we're saying we ought to get a couple of you guys from over the pond to join us for that. Do that, and then we can rig out to send you guys their patches when it's done. There we go. Lock is open. Be kind of fun. Get the European folks involved in that challenge a little bit. That would be a good time. So I was saying, if you would like to join up, let me know. I'd love to get you in there. Maybe get Mr. Nick's Picks to join us in there. We can come up with our locks, do a video, do a submission, get us a patch, work out some way to get them shipped over to you. I've sent a few packages over that direction. We could certainly do some more. It would be kind of fun. To get you involved. Oh, yeah, got that. Now, this was in that case as well. Sorry, in that box of locks. U-Haul Puck Lock. These are a fun lock. They're actually, I mean, look at the keyway on that baby. Very, very pericentric. They are actually a pretty doggone challenging pick to open. I actually kind of despise them, to be honest with you. 3 locks and open them in 3 ways. So you have to have 3 locks, and each lock has to be open in 3 unique ways, right? So you can't repeat the way you're opening locks from one lock to the next either. So you could open one with a key, one with a standard pick, one with a rake, and you got to go over to shimming or bypassing or bump keys or right. So so if you can partner that up as a team of 3 people, and each of you comes up with 3 ways of opening a lock. So 1 lock a piece, each doing it in 3 different ways. Yeah. 3 locks and 9 different ways of locks being opened. It's quite the interesting challenge, but I think it would be a lot of fun. I just don't know that I know 9 ways to do it, all by myself. But, find a team, do it with a couple of guys from over yonder, and then rig that out to send patches over to you when you're done. Be kind of fun. Because I know you guys can't participate in those directly when he has these competitions because they don't ship them overseas. Wild Billiam, how are you this morning? Man, I don't. These stupid U-Haul Puck locks, man, they are a challenging lock for me. I really do struggle with them. They're nice. They're very smooth. One of the nicer puck locks that I've messed with. Drives me nuts. I didn't bring my vice down here. Man, I tell you, I am just crack-a-lack-a-slack-a-lackin'. All right, so the Medico M3, where does that fall in lock difficulty land? Anybody know? That might be more lock than I'm interested in playing with. Labs, how are you? For those of you guys that just joined in, you might want to go back and rewatch the beginning of the live once it's done. I did an unboxing of an absolute monster box of locks that was sent to me. The box weighs 14 pounds. That's a lot of locks, dude. Now, granted, there's a really cool old tool in the bottom of it that takes up a chunk of that weight, but yeah, post-turkey hangover. I hear you there, dude. Lefse, if you aren't familiar. I had my fill of Lefse. I love Lefse. Love, love, love. And then I got some new parts, gadgets, and gizmos in to upgrade my 3D printer a little bit. Relocate the spool, replace and upgrade some fans, see if I can get my handles printing a little bit better. They're not bad, but they could be better. I'm having some issues with some rough spots in a couple of places, so I'm having to sand them a little bit and things like that. So I had my son-in-law try one out on his printer, and man, he has an older printer than me, but it does such a beautiful job. The only thing I don't like is this is a glass bed, so you end up with these super smooth sides where I've got a PEI textured bed, so you get some texture to it, which gives you a little bit of grip when you're using the tools. So I'm still working through that, trying to get it all figured out. I'm learning. I've been printing away some more handles last night for some orders. I'm getting better all the time at what I'm doing. Any guy, yeah, right? Yes. Turkey. We ate a lot of turkey. And then I went to my niece's house the next day and had some ham and deep fried turkey. Ooh. Yep, I hear you, Wild Billiam. We drove to Minnesota. The drive there was pretty uneventful. The drive back, we drove into crappy weather, and yeah, we were cruising along through North Dakota on Friday. Got to about Bismarck, and the snow really started. It was snowing before, but then it really started picking up hard. By the time we got to Dickinson, it had gotten dark, and the snow was coming down harder, and it was starting to pile up, so we pulled off. And I don't know if that might qualify there, Dutch. I don't know. So we stopped in Dickinson, spent the night. They got between 7 and 11 inches of snow, so then we got up yesterday and started driving, and we were hitting drifts and crap across the road the rest of the way home until we got down into South Dakota. Then it started clearing up a little bit. So, Lefse is always the star of the show. It was really kind of neat. My brother and his kids do something, so we went over to his house. They actually get together, the whole family, his son and daughter and their kids, and heck, some of their kids' boyfriends and girlfriends were there, and they do a Lefse cooking party. They had 4 Lefse girls going. They had people rolling and people cooking, and man, they were brewing up Lefse left and right. It was kind of fun to watch. It was kind of neat. You'd be interested in 1100 with a master core? Yeah, we can probably work something out. I think there were, 3 of those in that box? I have one of those that's in my collection as well. It's really actually, it's a very nice lock to pick. They're, yeah. Get a hold of me on Discord, Brian. See what we can work out. Right? Well, that's what I thought too, and that's where I thought if you grabbed a couple other people on there and did it as a team, I've seen several people do it individually. I haven't really seen a lot of teamwork in there. Oh, come on, guys! You just came in the house. Do you hear my dog? Do you hear him over here throwing a fit? I might need to go see if he needs outside, guys. Who knows? He probably is the one dog that didn't go to the bathroom this morning when he was out. So I will be right back. Hold down the fort in the chat for me. Okay, I'm back. Yes, please. Thank you, Stu. Hit the likes, y'all. All right, the other thing, so like I said, I'm wearing my Cheese Grits and Nightwall t-shirt. He sent me in the package caramel creams. Those are good. The other thing from Minnesota that we had to go track down, if you have never tried Werther's Originals Caramel Apple. Hard-filled candies with a apple cream filling. Oh, dude. Those are freaking amazing. Super duper yummy. Nice. Yeah, I need to find two people. So let me know who's interested. Let's get together and let's do the pack leader challenge. It looks like fun. Looks like a jolly good time. I like doing those challenges. And like I said, if you did not see the unboxing of all of these locks, I'm going to post out a separate unboxing video, separate from the live of that, and go through everything that is in there. But holy Toledo, dudes. It was absolutely massive. I think one of the coolest ones in there is this bad boy. I'm not sure what SW stands for on there. It's an American lock. Series L50. All right, well, there's Labs. Dutch, you want to join us? You want to be the one over the pond to join us on that one? This little wafer lock setup on that thing. There's the key. There's the keyway. That looks like it'll be a interesting lock to figure out how to pick. Can't say I know much about that kind of lock. Yeah, and that's the thing with those Werthers. They are the hard caramel, and then they have the apple, the soft apple filling in the middle. Oh, so good. But yes, I like those caramel creams are pretty good. Stands for Stewwood. Okay, well, there you go. Need to find some stuff and wake up my kid. This is a cool lock, dudes. This really is. And I think somebody said, you guys said that was a wafer lock, right? So what we got going on that thing? That's what it looks like. It's like a wafer. Double-sided wafer. Very cool. That is just a neat, neat lock. It looks like... Can you get that kind of a lock? Can you take that thing apart? It's got a screw hole down there. And with that being single like that, I bet you can. I bet you can take this thing open. Shall we see if we can see what's in there? What do you think? Oh, come on there. There we go. Yeah, that's a sweet, sweet, cool looking lock, man. There that came out. I don't see the core. Not really sure what the screw is for. Anybody know what the screw would be in there for? There's the screw. It's got a little detent on the bottom, almost looks like. I don't want to ruin the lock, but anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody? Huh. I don't know, folks. I know nothing. There's a pin you have to get it to move into the shackle hole. Oh, so that's just a retainer to hold the pin in there. So let's go back in. Because inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it too hard because I don't want to jack this thing up. It's a very smooth lock, and I don't want to mess it up, but we'll go with that. I believe you. It's a beautiful lock. That's all I know. It really is a pretty, pretty, pretty one. There. Let's just be sure there. Oh, there. Yeah. Very cool lock. There's some very neat stuff in there. Some very, very old masters, bunch of 1100s, Medico M5. I don't know much about the M5 variant, but it looks truly demonic. Ah. Some really pretty ones. There's a Master Chord one. They all look really new. What's the number on that lock? On this one is an L50. Right there, you can see that. L50. So no, it is not a KC50. Let's see. It's an American core in that one. There's another Master Chord orange one. The Master Chord ones all have that RA45 on it, RA17. That one's got an American core. Other American core. American core. There's a nice one, a 5200 US stamped. That one's been very thoroughly greased up. Very, very buttery smooth. Yeah. There's an old Yale in here too. I gotta find a key ring to hold him. There's the old Yale. There's the key for that thing. USA made Yale. I don't know how old that is. That's an old looking lock. I don't actually think so. Right there, it is not an S1100. It is just an 1100. We have, like I said, one of our mines buys the American 1100s, and they are all master keyed, but they are not labeled as an S1100 for whatever reason. See the other one's the same thing. Series 1100. That's a master core. Cool little Yale. I like him. He's good. That's just a cool little lock. That's warded, right? That's a warded lock. Is that what that is? Warded? I don't have any picks to mess with warded locks. Gobs and gobs of masters, all different kinds, from commercials to old number ones, number threes. Got some nice Schlag kick cylinders for challenge locks. So if you've been wanting to make a challenge lock, but you didn't have a core, you can probably hook you up with a core. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Well, but that's the thing, at least the ones that I have, and I don't know, maybe it is what you would call a 410 core, but the one that I have is a totally different key and keyway than any of my 410s. So it's not the same core as a 410. See here. This one happens to be, because this one's a 401, and that's a 401. So this is the same as the Lotto locks, these that I have here. The one that's in my collection is not. It's a totally different key. It actually runs the opposite direction. And I don't remember, it's like a 417, I think, key or something instead of the 401. So I don't know. I don't know what all the differences are there. Oh. And then I found this to add to my little collection. I need to find the lock to go with it. But a Greyhound warded lever lock. Figured I had to have that. This was just an empty box, but very cool. Made by world's leading padlock manufacturer, Master Lock Company. I'd love to find the lock that goes with that. That would be just cool. Hey, buddy. Come on, want to come up? Hey, putty tat. So, yeah, there are just gobs and gobs of locks in there. But, yeah, I'll find the one I've got and see. But like I said, I'm pretty sure, well, it should be here in my other bag of goodness. Oh, let's look. Let's open this bags of locks. There it is. There's an American 1100, and here's the key for it. It actually is a 6000B is the key that's in this 1100. Go figure. I don't know, but that's a master key. And it runs the opposite direction as the others. Yeah, lots of cool stuff today, Stu. Lots of cool stuff. Like you said, somebody who is into these wafer locks. God, that is just a gorgeous lock. You know, I'm really tempted to take some brass polish to that thing and just mirror that thing up. Tape over the keyhole so I don't get anything in there. And just polish that puppy. Because that is a pretty, pretty lock. Gorgeous stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Polish it or just leave it? It's just pretty. It's just pretty. All right, Brian, I got your message on the side. We just got to find one more person and let's make it happen. Let's make it go. Figure out who can open them in what different ways, and we'll see what we can come up with. I got to get my vise hooked up and play with these bump keys that I got. See if I can figure out how to bump key a lock. Oh, it's amazing. Hey, it's more for everybody else, right? Because that's the whole purpose of these locks, is for me to use them for giveaways, for donations. People need locks. I'll share them out there, man. Hey, new house, how you doing? Yeah, it's really cool. It's a huge score. I don't know that I will be at any time ready for a Medico like that. I don't know anything about that. What can you guys tell me? Medico M5. What's that baby like? Let's see. Multi-lock. Nope. Medico M4. It was an M5 though, wasn't it, that I have? Hell no, I can't remember. Yeah, get in there, Dutchie. Let's see, where'd you go? That's cores. I mean, there's so much stuff. Holy cow. Yeah, there it is, Medico. No, an M3. An M3. Sorry, Medico M3. So that is a brown belt level lock. Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping the one from Mom. That one's not up for debate. This is an M. Look at that. This is. Let's get that up there in the camera. M3. Yeah, this is an M3. So as I'm seeing, that is a brown belt level lock. It is already grub screwed. Dude, stop it. You are not ready for a brown belt lock. You're just not. No, you're not. Yes. Oh, I'll play with a couple of locks out of this kit for sure. I definitely will, but that'll be the big plan there is there'll be giveaways and donations. If I find somebody who's needing their first 1100, I've got 1100s I can provide to them. Right biaxial with a sidebar. Yeah, you can see that from the key. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So that's one of them that was in the box. There you go, Grouchy. There, Lenny. Yep, yay, kitty. Yes, kitty. Shitty kitty, that's what he is. Shitty kitty. Like this one, this is a cool looking lock. That's a pretty wild key on that thing. Look at that. Yeah, I can have a little brown belt lock as a treat. Yeah, he'd have it as a treat too, and we'd never find it again, and nobody'd be able to get their hands on it. I mean, seriously, that cat's a turd. Yeah, I'll figure out what we can do with these locks. Like I said, I want to donate them out and find homes for them. It's just a matter of affording all the shipping to ship everything everywhere. The guy sent me a picture and I saw that it was 14 pounds. And I was like, dude, you need some help with the shipping on that? That cannot be a cheap package to send, man. I've got to be on the road again this week. Got to go to Colorado for a couple of days. Then I got to go to South Dakota for a couple of days. So I'll be doing a little running. Well, we might have a team then. Brian Breaks Shit. And Mr. Labs, right? Maybe the three of us can get together, do the challenge. Ow! Oh, that hurts. Cat, ow. You are a shite. See how I did that? See, I saved myself. Ow! What do you think you're doing? Boy, those are some... Oh, those feel like some kind of gummy pins in there. Woo! I have a 5200 and I really enjoy it. This is, yeah, probably the same thing. Mine just doesn't say US on it. So this one is, it's really weird. It's a spring on the shackle, but that core feels like it's dead. Feels like there's nothing in there. But nice lock. Now what? You want to take this lock too? Oh no, you're just after the tools. So look at him. Stop. Ow! Ow! Dude, that hurts. Oh. I think that we were missed while we were gone is part of it. So now he's like, let me in here. I want in. You need to stop with that and pay attention to me. I am way more important. Yeah, is that what you're thinking? Is that what you're thinking? Dude? So did I do right on the buying the McTickler? Is that the covert instrument pick to have? That's the one I bought there, 20 thousandths. McTickler. I hear everybody bragging them up so bad, so I figured I should try one out. So I was ordered their bump hammer set. And then I got the little pinning patch to add into this case from Phantasm Industries. If you were in the market for a case, definitely get a hold of Phantasm. I don't know that he has a storefront per se set up yet, but you can get a hold of him on Instagram, on all over. Man, he's everywhere. He is everywhere. We go over here. And we'll post a couple of his channel links. Copy link. Let's go back here. Paste. There's his Instagram. Yeah, I've got the tension set already, so that's why I didn't want to buy the whole kit, because I already had the Reaper set tensioners. And yeah, I like them. I like these. The bottom of keyway tensioners are really cool. I like that design. It allows you to use them in a lot of locks really well. I really liked the top of keyway tensioners as I was playing with them. But I'll be honest with you, the set that came with my Moke picks are better. And the only reason I say that, because like I said, I think these are nice tension wrenches. If you take that and I throw that in there, it fits in nice, right? It goes up nice. I need to polish it off a little bit. These edges up here stick out a little bit more than what I would probably like. So for that reason, I think the Moki ones are nicer, but they're nice, very nice. Those other ones, though, for bottom of keyway are excellent. Very, very well done. Let's see. I was going to finish grabbing his stuff. Copy link. And so I put out his Instagram. There's his YouTube. If you have not checked out Phantasm, you should. So we'll get a load of this case. We'll show it off one more time. It's got the cover that folds over on it. Flips up. It's got buckle straps. He'll do whatever kind of straps you want, different colors. I wanted orange. I wanted black with orange stitching and orange straps. So that's what I got. Buckle and open that thing up. Flip that up. And you've got a nice pocket on the side here for all your tension tools. I'm not a big fan of just throwing in tension tools, so I'm rigging up holders. I bought these from Southern Specialties. They hold my Moke set, and then there's my titanium set from Southern. I need to figure out something for the Reaper set. I just don't want to have to just dump everything to get all of them out of there. You know what I mean? So that's what I've done there. I'll come up with something more for the rest of them. But excellent stuff, man. He does beautiful, beautiful work. The stitching on here is outstanding. The material feels really nice. I think he'd be well spent and a heck of a lot cheaper than some of the other cases out there. I know is it Moke that has a case similar to this? It's like $80 for that case. You can get one of these from Phantasm for like 30, 35 bucks, something like that. Reach out to him on Discord, reach out to him wherever. I don't know if he has a full-on storefront set up yet or not. He was talking about it. He was talking with me about trying to carry him on my store, but I'm not really sure how I would make all that work yet. We haven't really talked about it any further either, so you may want to go a different route. Speaking of which, Mr. Stu, you getting a storefront set up for your tension wrenches. I'm on probably my last batch of those that I will have. I do have the double helix tension wrenches in stock in the store. Probably the last batch I will have before Stu will be the outlet for those. And I do believe, I don't think you've said anything yet, but I do believe you are working on yet another set of tensioners. Is that correctamundo, sir? I just really like that lock. I think it's just wickedly cool. Let me see if I still have a can of my Brasso around and give it a little polish. Yeah, no problem. Be more than happy to help you out with it if you want. I can show you what I'm doing, or I can help you with setup on your side if you'd like. Whatever you want, man. I'd be happy to. It's what we as a community are here for, right? To help one another out. Help everybody succeed. That's what we want. I'm not out to take anything from anybody. I want everybody to have a good, jolly time and be successful. I do. So whatever I could do. So how would you do You think I could do that like that? Maybe get in there and play with some wafers? You do have another tension set. Oh, awesome, dude. Yeah, his double helix tensioners, guys, man, they are the cat's ass. They really are. Very, very well done tension set, man. Well, you won't regret it. They are most excellente. Speaking of which, I got these. Mr. Southern Specialties in my latest order gave me a couple of extras that will go into some giveaways. One of them has a single double helix included in there. Don't look, Stu. Don't look, Stu. Don't look. So you have that lovely thing. You have this lovely Z-bar. And then look, it's got the little teeth cut in the top end of it. Very nice. And then what do we have in there? Or inside of there, we have a couple of offset diamonds. A dog leg, a variety of different depths of hooks. Ooh. Corkscrew picks. Will have to be a custom order. Is that what you're calling the next ones there, Stu? Are you leaking some information? The corkscrew? What? Are we talking like pig pecker corkscrews? And then another set that he sent has some really nice little bent keyways. Stu, don't look. Don't look. And a full set of rakes in there. Beautiful little rake set in the little executive case. So again, you know, things like that get thrown in once in a while when I place orders, and I will turn around and share that with the community. I would not feel right in just taking things like that for myself. I believe in giving back, so we will give those away to somebody. But yeah, really nice stuff. You know, those guys, Aaron over there is a true rock star. He really is. Guy's outstanding, and he does such beautiful work. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that he just trashed at Jimmy Long's. You ought to feel really bad for that, man. Just saying. You should feel horrible. Yeah. Are they picking the fourth dimension now? Those are getting around those really warded locks, right? I mean, you could sneak around everything with those. Yeah, that was pretty rough. That was rough. That's the problem, right? If you're going to use your picks on handcuffs, your picks are going to have a short life. Yeah, this really isn't a good tensioner for this. I wonder, just doing it here would probably be better. Yeah. Man, some of those new picks there are pins that Elroy's Toys has been putting out showing pictures of. Holy cow, man. You are turning into a master pin maker. I am going to give you that. Yeah. Well, and it's like I said, I have that one set of handcuffs here that I destroy picks if I try to pick that thing because it's just such a stiff pawl spring in there. I can't seem to do her. Wonder. Circa Nightmare. Morning, sir. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough of what I'm doing with these kind of locks yet, but it is a beaut. We definitely one I need to take pictures of for the brass brass man group. They love their brass locks. Oh, for you late stragglers to the show, that whole big box of locks that I got, this was also thrown in there. A Glock knife, and he said this is a harder to find. I don't know much about the Glock knives, but a harder to find variant of said knife. But man, get a load of that thing. And she be sharp. Made in Austria. Glock 78. That's a nice feeling knife. I like it. I like that one a lot. That is very cool. I'd seen these before. I've never actually handled one. It actually feels better than what I expected. That kind of a knife to feel like. Locks into that sheath. Really nice. Very cool. Very nice knife. And there was also a World War II era crescent wrench. Which I need to send some information on. Dymalloy steel. You can see there. 12-inch. Dymalloy steel made in the USA. The Diamond Caulk Horseshoe Company. Duluth, Minnesota. Yeah, that's just a beautiful wrench, man. Beautiful wrench. Operates super smooth. Yeah, he was saying you could use that as a vise. Yeah, I guess somebody could use that as a vise to hold their lock while they're working on it. Oh, hold up a second, guys. Sorry, that was my mother calling. And, you know, she doesn't call very often, so when she calls, I got to grab the phone. So we were there, and there were these, she's got some gray squirrels that run around her front yard, up and down around the trees. Our dogs went out and chased them around a little bit. They thought that was a lot of fun. But anyway, my wife thought it would be great fun to go out there and, yeah, we can try and work something out. And it doesn't have to be even today, Dutch. We can work something out whenever. Figure out how that would go. I think it'd be fun to have you in there. Anyway, my wife thought it'd be fun to go out there and put some nuts up in the trees, so that way she could watch the squirrel come back and grab and eat these nuts. Put the nuts out there, Squirrels never showed up again the entire time we were there. But the weather kind of turned and got crappy, and it was snowing and blowing, and so they were off hiding. So she called to let me know the gray squirrels were back, and they were out there digging the nuts out of the snowbanks and climbing up the trees and sitting up there eating nuts. So I'll have to let my wife know that. She'll get a kick out of that. She loves watching the little critters. Yeah, I'll reach out to you. I'll message you, Dutch. Got a couple other people that might be interested too. Maybe we can put together a couple different teams or do a couple different entries even. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, see what we can figure out, man. Figure out. All right, what else should we mess with? Man, I had so much stuff to show off today too. I got to hook this baby up. This lock that my brother gave me. It's a brand new Truth hardware. I have no idea what kind of key that is in this. I don't know if you guys saw that. If anybody of you guys recognize the keyway or the key style, to be able to tell me what the heck it might be. So I can find the keys again. Where'd you go, keys? Where'd you go, keys? Where are the keys? He said they do. My brothers run a construction company, and they got these locks. So there it is. It is a Truth. There's the bitting on the key. There's the key shape. It is a deadbolt for a patio door. Brand new in the package, never been used. I'm probably going to follow Aster as Mr. Sushi, isn't it? Is it Sushi that does the lock stands with the deadbolts? Might have to build out a little lock stand and mount that baby up in it. The weird thing is, I don't understand this. It says it's a swinging patio door lever lock set. I don't have anything in here that I don't know what they mean by lever lock. There's nothing in there that is lever lock. I have no idea. I don't know what they mean by that in that lock. But I'll get that baby hooked up and play with it. Maybe a fun one. Maybe I can play with that bump key set. But now I have time to see what locks I can use. The PacLock 98 Pro I can open a lot of different ways. Yeah, I can open a PacLock 98 Pro with a pick and a tension wrench. I can open it one way. That's really it. But yeah, so there's you can do dimple locks. We can do disc detainer locks. We can do... It could be. There's no handle in the box. Well, there probably is. I bet there's handles down on the far one. I bet you're right. I bet that's all it is a lever handle. Can be a little misleading saying that it's a lever lock, but I bet that's exactly what it is, a lever handle. But again, that'll be nice on one of those little display boards. So I'll get that baby set up and played with. God dang, man. And one of the cats got up here and tore the crap out of my chair while we were gone, too. Oh, turds. Oh, the other lock that I picked up while I was out. We stopped into an Ace Hardware. You can bypass? Really? You can bypass the PacLock. I guess I've never tried bypassing. I picked up one of these Commandos. I don't remember what they called this one, the Commando Black or something. Might have to get a honorable mention in my Stutter Dud, or maybe I'll add a couple more locks to the Stutter Dud. Yeah, that would make sense too. I get it. So, this is the first time I've ever messed with one of these Commandos. It's dead cord, dead shackle. And I'm actually really impressed with this lock. If I were to actually want to lock up and secure something, I would not be afraid to use this Commando. From a picking standpoint, it's nothing spectacular. So it's nothing to worry about there. But again, most of your bad guys are not out there picking your locks. They're just not. So it's got the boron shackle, which is nice and hard. It's a larger diameter shackle than, say something like that, considerably heavier shackle. So it's going to be that much harder, more difficult to cut. Not that you can't cut it, but it takes a little more work, which tends to run people off. Nice heavy steel body. They've got these rubber shields on here, according to their paperwork. That is to help with strike impact, to make it that much harder to try and punch it open or pound it open. So nice little lock. I'm really enjoying that one. fun little lock to pick. So I am a fan of the Commando. I can open it with jiggler, raking, using 2 tensioners, bypass, zipping. You know, Dutch, you know, quit bragging, all right? Quit bragging. I've got all I can do to open it with a pick. Damn, dude, that's crazy. So there you go. Dutch will handle a pack lock in about 18 different honking ways. 9 different ways on one lock. Holy cow. Yep, I think so. You should definitely use that one. Love to have you get in on it there, Dutch. Be fun. Jackrabbit Lock Sport, good morning. Yeah, that would be really cool. Well, maybe we can work something out for an evening this week, and we can figure out who's going to open locks in what manner. I'll try and start up a group chat or something, and we can figure out what we want to do. But that would be a good time. And then schedule up a meeting invite and get us all on camera and record out a video. Yep, bumping. Well, yeah. You know, I didn't look. Any of you guys that have that, I guess I could dig it out and we could go through it. The Covert Instruments bump lock kit. Got a lot of different keys in there. What all are those different keys for? What locks do they fit? There we are. There is the Commando. And I think this is that a Yale style keyway that they use in the Commando locks too? I don't know. I just see it has a Y0135 written on the lock and the key. Nick's Picks. How are you, good sir? Yeah, like I said, maybe we can get you involved there, Mr. Nick, as well. We might be putting together a couple different teams on here. We're trying to put together teams to do the pack leader lockjaw, because you can do it as a team, right? So 3-person team opening locks. Outstanding, Jackrabbit. Good. So yeah, if you're interested in participating in that as well, Nick, I might have a couple other people we can put together. We'll just put together 2 different teams, and we'll all do it. That would be rather cool, wouldn't it? So let's see what we got in here. Bump keys. What do we got? An M1. Ooh, a Y1. Yale 1, right? That's what that is. I am marvelous, sir. Schlag. WR5. What is a WR5, guys? Any idea? Yep, Boomin is interested. He's looking for a team. I think, Stu, you said you were interested, right? And we've got Dots Locks as well. And Mr. Brian Breaks Shit as well. So we got enough there for 2 teams, man. There's an SC1 keyway, a quick set. AR1. What is an AR1? See, some of these keys I'm familiar with what they are. AR1, WR5, I don't know what those are. SC1, SC4. Y1 is a Yale. M1 is a Master. You're up for being in a team, Mr. Nick's Picks? Marvelous. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, see, there you go. Hey, I will, let's grab everybody into a single chat out there in Discord land, and let's do a little planning. Where would you like to go? Let's go with Mr. Boomin first. How do you create a group chat? Add friends to DM. Let's see. Let's go. With guys. I just heard from Mr. Phantasm. I just heard, if you're interested in one of these marvelous cases, here you are. He does have a storefront. Right, it's generally U.S. only, but doing this as a team, one of us, if we have a U.S. guy on the team, he could get the patches, and then he can send them over to you over there. So that's what we were thinking. It would be fun to get some of your European dudes involved in that. That'll be a good time. There you are. There is Mr. Phantasms, phantasmindustries.com. If you want to check out these outstanding packs. I got to say, it is a very, very, very nice tool bag. Very well done, very nicely made. Primo, sir. Yeah, I figured as much. But, you know, dude, I'm friends with a lot of people. I'm just a friendly kind of guy. I think everybody that we're talking about on here, I'm already friends with. So I think I can do it. Opening soon. Oh, yeah, well, okay. Well, okay, he's got a store. Hopefully it will be up and running soon. I'll tell him. Get that store cranking, dude. Oh, you're in the chat. Hey, Mr. Phantasm. You get your store running, dude. Get it up and going. A lot of people are asking already. And I'll definitely keep you plugged. It's a great case, man. We were just showing it off. The one thing I would suggest, and it's nothing performance-wise on the bag, piece of Velcro right here between the buckles. So you can put a Velcro-backed Phantasm Industries logo, your own logo, all kinds of different things, right? You put your own logo, you could put an identifier for what brand of picks you have in your case, that sort of thing. So a little Velcro patch right there would be primo, dude. If you need any help with any of it, let me know, Mr. Phantasm. I'd be happy to help you out with getting things cooking. But it is a great pouch. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting everything lined up, figured out what I want to do. I stuffed I bought one of the Covert Instruments pinning patches, and I put that on that Velcro patch on the inside. Figured great little spot for that. I have to toss a couple gutting tools or things in there for that sort of thing to have with the kit as well. May as well. So you can see I've got a lot of different picks in there already. Everything fits, and I've got room to add a bunch more. Still working on what I want to do with tension wrenches. I know we've got the nice pouch over here for storing. I'm not big on just dumping all my tension wrenches in because then I got to dump them all out to find what I want. So I started with this. But this would be something as well, Phantasm, as an add-on option. Rig up some sewn patches with a little hard back maybe to it or something for holding tension wrenches so you can organize them. Like I just bought these from Southern. So there's my Moke set. There's my titanium set from them. I have one extra card yet. These do not hold the Reaper set, unfortunately. So I'll come up with something else for the Reapers. But so that way I can just reach in and I can pull out the set that I want to use instead of dumping everything out. But that would be an idea as an add-on option for your tool bag. Other than that, very, very well done. Great kit. I am going to be enjoying the crapoly out of this thing. Electronic lockpick is found. Beautiful. Sure, yeah. Now I need to find my bump keys. Yeah, I've got a bump key set now. I just need to figure out what all the keys fit. I know some of them make sense to me, so I'll have to play with bump keys next, now that I have the tools. Hey, Dutch, it was you with the challenge lock of mine over there, right? Did you ever get that thing opened up? Not to put you on the spot on a live. Sorry, man. I was just curious. Right? Yeah, now that I got bump keys, I need to learn how to run them. I need to get after that. I guess now that winter's here, maybe I'll be able to come up with time. I don't know. I'd like to make another challenge lock. Here we are. New little Cargo Max. Some more brass locks. Nice little lock, actually. And I think, we were all talking about that earlier. We believe that is a Yale style keyway in there. Oh, dude, he already is the pouch king. You should see the big version of this bad boy that he's got. If you got time, Phantasm, you should hop on here and show him off. Show everybody the goods. Get them drooling. Right? So, Phantasm, if you're still out here listening here, I love the zippered pouch for holding the tension tools. I love that because then if they do fall out, they're not falling out, they're not landing on the ground, they're not sliding wherever. Put some little sleeves in there to be able to tuck them in to organize them. Would be primo. And that could be, like I said, a cloth sewn up kit. Just with some little tighter slots to slide them into. Beautiful stuff. See if I can sweet top them. See if I can sweet talk you, man. Come join me. Show them off. Because your other one, that big one, man, I struggled. It was like, do I want this or do I want the big tactical case? I went with this just because it's a little more portable for me. But man, that big case, holy Toledo, you talk about being able to put everything in one box. Oof. It looks really awesome. Looks extremely well done. Let's see, what else can we play with today? I think I've actually got this thing finally open the other day. This Era. I need to get my vise. I need to go buy a screw because I have more vise clamps. I've got another vise base. I just need to go get the bolt so I can hook the clamp to it. Then I can have a vise that just stays down here at this bench. And a small one for upstairs and a take with me for other picky packet stuff. But yeah. I don't know what you're using for your shop, your storefront there, Phantasm. I've been running with Fourth Wall, and I absolutely love it. They have been amazing for me to work with and deal with. The nice thing with it is they're what there's called a merchant of record. So I don't need to mess with all of the sales tax crap. They handle all sales tax for me. They collect it, they pay it, they process it, it's run through them. I don't have to do anything, which is excellent. All I have to worry about is running the storefront. So, if any of you guys are thinking about doing a store, I highly recommend Fourth Wall. They have been absolutely amazing thus far. Working on clearing a table. Do you see my workbench, man? It's a disaster. I'm thinking I bought another Harbor Freight toolbox. So I need to get this one set up, and this will probably house some more of my tools. Bump key set might go in there. Might be a good way to organize some of that. I got to move some things around because I think I'm going to rip this desk out, put in a different desk down here to work from. Impression tool. There you go. Oh yeah, man, you got all kinds of good stuff. They're Dutch. Yeah, hell, you don't need us. You guys could just do a one-man team over there. Gotta find somebody here to get the patch and send for you, but yeah, do it as a team. I think that'd be fun anyway. Get everybody together on a video and. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Mr. Phantasm, how are you, sir?
Good, good. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Perfect. How's it going?
Blue out here. Not too dang bad. It's another day in paradise.
Nice.
Lovely. I think we were 1 degree when I started this morning. We're up to 8 now, so it's a heat wave out there.
Yikes. I'm like, it's 49 here and I'm freezing my ass off. And I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I think we got down to about 10 below last night.
Oof, it's painful. All right. Let's...
Multi-pick 3D printed stand. What do you mean by a multi-pick 3D printed stand? Give me an idea of what you're looking for there, Mr. Stu. Maybe I can help you out. Message me on the side with what you're thinking. Oh, keys are found. All right, Dutch, man, you are ready to roll, dude. You got every way imaginable for opening the lock over there. I got a bypass knife I can bypass. Now I have some decoders, notch decoders. Maybe I can figure out how to decode that one master lock that I've got. That'd be one way of doing it. So,
I'm grabbing a couple things here real quick.
Any idea when you might have your storefront up and running?
I was hoping this week. I've been drowning in commissions. And people have been reaching out and buying cases. So I've been selling like a madman for the last 2 weeks.
That's a good thing, right? That's a good problem to have.
It is.
And I'm glad that they are going well for you.
Thank you.
They're nice. They're very nicely done.
I had somebody reach out and ask if I could do 100, and I said no.
Oh, Lord, 100.
Trying to work out finding a third party to sew those for me. But...
Yeah. Yep. You can find a place that's got a bigger mass production system that can knock them out. Might not be bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, otherwise
you
could
get
buried
that'll
in a hurry.
cut for me. Yeah, the cutting I think probably takes the longest, cutting out all the fabric.
Yep.
And doing like the big case that I do, the webbing on the back takes hours. It's too much.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
These things take a long time, and the zipper takes a long time. It's a lot, but
anyways. I try and blow you up, and it doesn't let me really blow you up. It almost makes you smaller.
I could try to turn my... Does that work?
Let me go back up here.
I have to readjust my camera. What? Let's try that. No, that's upside down, isn't it?
Well, sideways or something, yeah. So it's still shooting
Let's
it
try
in.
That way.
It's still shooting it in lens or in portrait mode. Isn't that what it is with the phones?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's doing it in portrait mode, no matter which way you turn it. So, which is fine. Everybody that's on a phone can probably see that just fine.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got this case, which is obviously a lot bigger.
Yes.
This one I made to try and hold everything, and this is the one that everybody keeps ordering, and it takes way too long to sew. I'm actually working on this one for somebody. This is kind of interesting. That's why I want to show this one. This one actually has quick access tension tool slots.
Oh, there you go.
Side here, so you can slip those in. Yeah. But this is what it looks like before it gets to that. So,
right.
Yeah, I was looking at, I've been looking at a lot of different ways of doing the tension tool holders. And I made these ones early on that these slip into, and I'll probably do something similar to this.
That would be awesome. Yep.
What I thought about doing is on the case like you have, doing like pockets that these would slip into, or something this size would slip into, so you could just nest them in there, and then that way you could see them and pull them out as needed.
Right.
Maybe still have the zipper, but
pouch with it, because that way if they do fall out of a holder, you aren't losing your tension tools.
True.
Because I mean, you could do it like that in that side pouch with like you said slots. Then maybe I would extend that top cover all the way across, so you have a cover coming up over the top to hold everything in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So like these could slip in, and then
Right.
kind of like that.
Yep. Very nice, man.
Yeah, I got to redo my straps. They keep fraying and falling out.
No, they are excellent packs. Very nicely done. I really like this one. It holds a lot. It holds everything in there just as nice as could be. All the ones that I have with those big thick handles, they fit just fine.
Oh, good. Yeah, I sent yours out before I could even test the Mokis in it, and the Mokis just fit. Well, mine's offset, but if I put them in like that, they're
yeah, no, they fit. I have them in the back pouch, and I still have a good 1/4 inch over the top on my Mokes. So lots of room.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a bunch of these and put them up on the store pretty quick here. I'll figure out these before I do, I think. So I think if I made this a little bit smaller, it'd fit in there just fine. Something more.
Well, or
like
even if you do those after the fact and offer them as an add-on.
Yeah.
You can have it with just a zippered pouch, or you can have the storage containers or whichever. But yeah, I think those would be nice. Like I said, I bought those from Southern Specialties, and they work great for my Moke set and my Southern Specialties, but they won't hold the like the Reaper set. The Reaper set's too wide, so I need something with a little wider slots to hold the Reaper. So who knows? Maybe I'll dig out some cloth of my own and sew my own up for that.
Yeah, I might figure something out for the Reapers too, because the Mokis are really long, and the Reapers are super short, and I have the Reapers around here somewhere.
Well, the Reapers are really wide as well, so that's where they don't fit in the slots because they're just too wide to fit in any of the stuff I've got.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody had also talked about doing mini pockets in the front here that they could sit in.
Yeah.
Or even like elastic band. A lot of EDC cases will have a strap of elastic in there with tiny pockets sewn in. That could potentially work. I'd worry about it falling out the bottom though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, elastic, to me, the two banes of existence on cases are elastic bands and Velcro. Velcro closures just drive me nuts. So that's where I like yours with the straps way better.
Yeah. And I used, like, these ones are rated for 1,800 pounds, I believe. And the ones I used on yours and the other ones I've been making, it's a little bit thinner, but it's actually, I think I used these ones on yours. This is rated at, I think, 600 to 800 pounds. So it's about half of.
Which is all you need, right?
Yeah.
If somebody's putting more pressure than that on here, there's a problem.
Yeah, I've been looking at options because there's like this one I think is rated at like 400 pounds and it's a lot thinner, but it works really well for the straps. So and then let's see, I've been looking at buckle options too, because the ones I've been using I'm not super happy with, but I found these ones. They're metal and they have little claps on them. So
And Swamp Picker, I was just actually, it's really comical that you bring that up because I was literally just trying that. He was asking if I tried the Reaper set in one of the Southern Specialties executive leather cases.
Oh.
And I was actually, and it works. They're pretty doggone tight with the small end down even in there, but they do fit.
I gotta talk to Southern about getting some of those so I can test sizes.
Yeah, those little executive pouches are awesome. They're really very nice. And then they have the little leather closure over the end.
Oh, yeah. They're really nice.
So if we go back, let's see.
I was looking at that set he sent you with the rakes in it. that little pack was really nice.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. That's their executive case.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I get?
Okay. I've got
There. Yeah, so that's this style of case right here. But yeah, it has that little rake set in it. And yeah, if I grab out the Reaper set, so there's the 50,000s variant. And it does fit, right? It does go in there. And you can close that up. But you can see down here, he's pulled in there pretty tight, so I don't know how long it would last. So it needs that slot needs to be just a hair bit wider.
I'd be worried too because the Reaper's it's got a lot of sharp edges on it.
It does. I'm gonna actually take mine and polish it up. Those sharp edges, I don't like that. So I'm gonna clean. Yeah, like this edge back here, that thing is sharp as can be. That's a little sharp. So I'm gonna polish mine up and clean those down. But it does fit. But I just don't know how long it would last in that case.
Yeah.
Before it would tear it up. But having that little flap that comes over the top of it, then you don't have to worry about them falling out either.
Yeah.
So
I've been working on a smaller case, little EDC case.
Oh, very nice.
The outside, let me grab something real quick. Somebody had asked about a place for like a little notebook.
Yeah. Yep.
So I put the Jimmy Longs in there. Got my little EDC pen. I've got my little pocket pick from Greyhound. Fits in there nicely. And then I can also throw my pocket knife in there.
Oh, yeah, there
this
you go.
side, I had made a pocket for so you could put like your cards, insurance card, driver's license, ATM card, whatever. And then inside, it's upside down right now. This one got mangled and I had to tear it apart and start over. So it's not complete. But the sides here would fit these.
Oh yeah.
So they'll slip right in, and then you have spots for picks. I was actually thinking about redoing, instead of doing a pocket here, doing the bane of your existence in the elastic band. Let me see.
Well, but in a zipped up pouch, it's not a big deal because they're not going to fall out of there.
Right.
I've seen other cases with the elastic straps on it, but there's nothing, and then they slowly work their way out and fall out. But if you got the straps in there to hold it, then it's not a big deal because then it's fine. Because they're not going anywhere.
I have most of my locks in here right now, but I do have this one. The idea was that probably have two of them facing each other with the elastic. So you can put like two 410s or two 1100s in there. And then that way you could take this whole pack with you to doctor's office, or I go to physical therapy once a week. So sitting in the waiting room, you could pick locks. Wife and I also travel to see our kids, and it'd be nice to just throw that in the suitcase or backpack or something.
That's kind of that's what I've been doing with just like my the zip up pouches that I've got that I'm selling. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of just one big open pouch, but like this one is full of locks, right? And I just throw all my locks in there and away we go. And then of all the goofy ass things, I bought these at Harbor Freight for $1.99. But it's got a nice little zip open bottom, and that has all my extra tools and crap in it, right? And I just throw all my tools in it, zip it up. Yeah, I can throw it in the back seat and away I go.
I wonder if it wouldn't be hard to make something like that with pockets
Nick, I'll reach out to you. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
More ideas. I made this one just for fun. It's the same thing. Put these. It's surprising how many pocket picks don't have clips.
Yep. Well, then if you saw that one's reversible, so you can put it on either side depending on where you wanted to carry it.
Yeah, which is nice. A lot of them don't have stuff like that, and it just annoys me. Covert Instruments, for instance, I've got it's still in its packaging. Has no clip for it, no clip option. It's got a key ring option.
Yeah.
It's a really large key ring, but this is the same concept. Um, this one has an open pocket though, so more of a wallet, I think.
Right.
Yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna probably do a lot of these.
Oh, it's a great pouch. It's to me, it's a decent size. You know, it's small enough that you can throw it in and take it with you easy enough, but it's not so big that. But it's big enough to hold a lot of stuff, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have pretty much every size Jimmy Longs, and they all fit in here, along with the tension tools.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It buckles up. It's a nice little pouch. I'm really enjoying that one. Because I have the other one that I have is this one from Moke.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, this is from Lawlock Tools.
Lawlock
But
tools.
it's this massive Velcro patch, and I hate it because it's loud and annoying. But it's a great pouch. This one's got something inside between the layers of material to make it rigid, which that's kind of cool.
I thought about doing that. I have the stuff to do that. I just don't know.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice, but it kind of limits things a little bit too. But that's a nice pouch. I can't stand the Velcro.
Yeah,
because it's loud and annoying.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out quiet options.
Yep.
That's difficult.
I think you've got it with the buckles. I like the buckles. They work well.
Yeah.
They're nice and quiet, and it just opens up and everything's there. So, yeah. It holds a lot of goodies, that's for dang sure. And, I'm assuming, I'm kind of making a guess here, but I think these small slot pouches that you have here, I think that's just kind of put there for where the pouch bends, right?
Yeah, it's where the pouch bends. You can put picks there.
Yes, and that's what I've done. I have some tension wrenches in one little slot for it. And like I just had these Covert Instruments notch decoders I slid in there. And it still closes up and folds up just fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to pack it too full of stuff, but that does give you a spot for some of those small items. Like I have this tension wrench that I have bent at a kind of an odd angle to it. So it works well in one of those pockets. It's going to lay flat down in there, but then have the tip sticking up that goes with the fold of the case. So it's not digging into anything.
Yeah.
I need to get after making, I've got a bunch more of my pocket sets. I need to get after making those secondary tension wrenches for them before they go out. So I got to go find more wiper blade inserts. I wish I could find the thicker ones, but all I've been able to find are these little skinny ones.
Oh, yeah.
Broke Pick says, don't forget, I want one of each.
You got it, man.
Yeah, I know. He was asking me how to get a hold of you. Where is he? I need to find that. That's awesome. It is. Well, because you look at, like I was saying earlier, you look at like Moke's variant of one of these. Hey, $80, man. That's a lot.
It is.
I
was going to buy it, and I saw the price, and I was just like, nah. It's
right?
Peterson's got the book. I think it's called The Book, and it's like $100, and it fits a massive amount of picks in it. And it reminds me of those old CD cases. They're kind of made out of the same material,
right?
But I don't like the flaps inside it.
Right.
But at $100, I was just like, nah. I can make my own.
That's pretty typical of him.
Peterson. Yeah.
Peterson. Yeah. Very proud of him. And again, it's probably a nice case, and the same with the Moke. I don't have any doubt that it's a well-made, nice case, but dude, I'm just not going to spend that kind of money on a case.
Yeah, I figured out the dimensions for the pockets, like how big it is, and I thought about making one, but
I think the one you have here, size-wise, is really good. This is a well-sized case, and then having that large tactical pouch that you've got is wicked as well. If you want something bigger, you go for that one because that thing's huge.
Yeah, definitely want to put the Velcro on the outside. That was like an afterthought too. I was like, I'm looking at getting patches made right now. So.
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I have some ID patches being made for mine. A local person here is making some that I'm going to check out. Because I've got, like, those bags that I've got, I was thinking, you could have one for first aid, one for locks, one for whatever. So she's making, like, first aid badges, Velcro back badges to throw on there. And she's making one that's got a padlock on there. If you have one that's storing locks, you can throw that on. She can just quickly identify what's in what's bag.
Mhm. Yeah.
She's going to try and make one for me with, like, a set of cross lock picks on it. So, yeah, that's got my pick tools in it. Grab that one. See how much they're going to cost, but
Yeah, I've tested some of my stuff with wall locks, and it fits. It all fits. This one, I think I have to make a little taller.
Are they? They're not longer than the Mokes, though, are they?
No.
I didn't think so. So they should
They're a
fit
little
in
shorter.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the big handles, right? Because I've got there's the big handles.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah, they all
room.
Yeah, I think the pocket size on these, everything fits really well.
Yep.
I've been talking to Kodak about some of his picks to see if I can get
all my dog legs and rakes out of here, and this just might be my Moke and wall lock set of the ones that I mainly use in that kit. I think that'd be a nice one for that. Combine the expensive picks in the nice case. See, put the other ones back into my little leather pouch.
Yeah, I've been looking at how to do pickpockets for. I've got. Aaron sent me a massive amount of extras. I don't know if you can see all of these, but I've got a bunch of the Southern specialties, and I've got my Greyhounds and everything. And what I was looking at is oftentimes laminated handles will just fall out. So I've been trying to find a good width for these that I don't have to like stack them up, so I can actually see what's in there.
Yep.
And the other thing I've noticed too is that if the back one goes down too far, you start poking yourself on these ones.
Yep.
But
having them slightly offset like that is really nice, because then, like, it's easier to see what you've got. It's easier to get out what you need.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just got to figure out how to tighten these up so that. Because I don't use handles on these. I had ordered the Deltas for my Reaper set, and I hate that it does this and picks up everything else.
Well, you don't know how many times I've dropped something on the floor and I use the handle of one of those to go pick it up. They're great.
Exactly. Have you seen them? He makes a magnet, like a spring magnet or something. Yeah. I'm like, I got to get that one because I drop stuff on the floor all the time.
That's what I'm running on these, right? Well, these I printed out. I did my windowed handles on these. They're the same way, right? They're magnetic and they latch together. So, but they lay nice and flat in this case and stay perfectly side by side. So I do like that.
That's perfect. Nice.
3 of them in there, and it fits. They're snug. They're not going to fall out, but they're not in the way. They're not trying to pull over and tip over on each other in there. So
let's see.
Broke says he has some fabric he can send you, so he doesn't have to fix it. He doesn't have time to fix the sewing machine.
Let's see. I'll show you what I got.
Well, and that's the other thing, right? Is there's a million different kind of fabrics you could use to do this out of.
Yeah. So I've got a lot of fabric here ready to go.
Yep.
Bunch of different colors.
Yep.
Yeah. Mick wanted the lime green.
Yep.
And so I got some, and it has. You'll be able to see it on here, but it's got this. So on this side, it's just like these packs, but on this side, it's like a PU coating, like it's waterproof.
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually makes it a lot stiffer. And I've also got. I'm going to try it with pack cloth. This is what they use for backpacks a lot of times.
Yep.
And liners, so on. But it's actually supposed to be stronger than the Cordura I use on this stuff. So You give it a shot. I don't know, because I feel like a pick tip is going to poke right through it, but could be wrong.
Yeah. Brian Breaks Shit says my magnets are not nearly as strong as 44 deltas. I know they're not. I don't know where he gets his magnets, but I haven't been able to find any that are anywhere near that strong. So I'm hoping that they work and stay on the handles properly with what I got. They're the strongest of all the ones that I tested. But I'll keep looking. I've tried talking him into telling me where he got his magnets, but he just kind of didn't answer me. So trade secret. I ain't sharing.
Trade secret.
Yeah, because his are strong magnets.
Let's see. Can I get the last one?
But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I'll fill this up. I'll leave the mokes in here. Get the tension wrenches for those. Add in some of the law locks. Maybe I'll throw my my little multi-pick set in here and kind of have this as my higher end pick kit.
Yeah. Nice. I'd have to send you another one with the pocket changes we were talking about. Little additions. Some of these. I got to make these smaller, obviously. But.
Yeah, you get some of those worked out and figured out. Let me know, and I'll order a couple of those from you. Add to it. That'd be kind of nice, I think. Like you said, I like these leather ones that I've got, and it doesn't really bother me that the picks are longer than the case. I don't really care. As long as they're organized, I can pull it out. So these work well for the mokes, but they don't work like the big L shape or the top and bottom of keyways that he's got in here. They don't fit in these cases very well. I think I could probably force them in there, but I don't want to mess up the case either.
Yeah.
But they fit in this little side pocket just fine because they're so dang long. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But for these others, I like that. That's a nice little organization for me in there.
I tried it in mine.
Stack them nice, and that way I can get to them real easy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the ones from his are so long, right? They're not going to fall away and disappear down in there. And I don't think
exactly.
they'll fall out either because, again, they're so long. If I pull them all the way up to the top, they're still inside the pocket, so they're not going to fall out and tip sideways. And
yeah, exactly.
They're not going anywhere, so they can sit in there and they'll ride just fine.
Yeah, I don't have his top of keyway tension. I only have the gold digger. I kind of probably should have bought the next one up. Just to get
I bought the minimalist set, and man, that's by far my favorite pick set of any of them I've ever messed with. It's got everything in there is a useful pick profile, and then the tension wrench set that comes with it is amazing.
Yeah,
but
that's when I looked at the gold digger, I was kind of like, that's pretty much the only picks I use.
Yeah,
the three, yeah, and I looked at the minimalist because I was like, that's probably what I should get for the. So I have top of keyway as well, but
yeah, and I love the offset diamonds and the half diamond pick, and then you get one rake, a decent rake in there, so it kind of covers everything in one kit in my mind.
Yeah, definitely, it's a great kit.
Yep. All right, no, looks great, and it looks like you've got some even better stuff on the way. So.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to hop on and show them off a little bit.
For sure. Thanks for having me on.
Get that store running and let me know, and I will put a link in my shop over to your shop for cases.
Sweet. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, trying to get stuff figured out for all of that. I have a lot of experience with e-commerce, but you would think it would be easy for me, but I've set up, stores for other people, just not myself.
Yeah. Well, me too. I've done the same thing. And, like, I don't know if you heard what I was talking about. I ended up going with Fourth Wall because I used to have my own business, and the sales tax end of it just sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yep.
And 44 or Fourth Wall works as a merchant of record. So they actually take care of all the sales tax for you. You don't have to do any of it.
Really?
They do all of the filing, the reports, they collect it, they pay it. You don't touch it. You don't need a business license. You don't need squat. You just run your shop.
That's awesome.
And they don't charge you anything to do it.
That's crazy.
Well, and they said basically, I actually had a meeting with the owner of the company, and then I asked him, I said, well, how the hell do you make money on this store? He goes, 99% of the people that use us are using us to sell the products that we already have. And they just do the designs and put their logos and emblems on it, and we make it and sell it. And that's where we make our money. So the people that are doing it this way said, we don't worry about it. That's fine. Sell your own stuff on here. We'll take care of it.
Interesting.
And it's, and that's where, like, I have my mats and my mouse pad and things like that out there. Well, this is stuff that they have. I just added my logos to it, and they take care of all of the printing of the product, and then I list it on the shop. And when it sells, they ship it. I don't even have to touch it. I have no inventory with that stuff. It's great. And then they take care of everything else for the store for me. So it's really simple to run.
That's really cool. Yeah, I will definitely check them out.
They're excellent.
Yeah, I've done Shopify stores, and the cost, when I start figuring out like what it costs me to make one of these, what I can reasonably sell one for. These ones, I'll be honest, like the big case, it's not really worth the time for what I can charge for them, but we'll see.
Yeah, you might be able to charge more for it than what you think, actually, because it is a very, very nice case.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll look at it.
And you look at comparative ones out there, and man, they're expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't undersell what you're making and what you're doing, because it takes a lot of effort. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
To make that stuff.
These ones take about a week and a half to 2 weeks to make.
Yeah.
Depending on how much I mess up in the process.
Yep.
Truth be told, this one was done yesterday until I realized I made a critical mistake and had to tear it apart and redo a bunch of it. So, but I mean, I did the same thing with this one too. I mean, I've got this one a lot more organized, but the first time I built it, I didn't have the flap in there. And you had mentioned that. I was like, oh crap, cut it out, got it all set up, just forgot to add it. So
yep,
got that in there. But yeah.
No, that was a great add-on, and really finishes it up well. Because otherwise, everything's just going to fall out.
Yeah.
And you'll end up losing your picks, and that's where that little flap, it isn't much, just a little piece on there, but then you're good to go.
Yeah. And yours, I actually like mine. Is just a single sheet of Cordura. On yours, I put the pack cloth on the inside as well, make it a little bit stiffer, and give it a little more protection there too.
Oh. It is very nice. I truly like it.
So this one, I actually did something special for the person who ordered it. They mentioned that they have a bunch of Greyhounds and Southern and no handles. So this pocket, or this side, we went smaller pockets that fit these really well. So they shouldn't fall out. It tips upside down. So you can fit quite a few of those. And then the large side, let's see. Here's the large side. Here we go. Is the normal size. So you can fit like Mokies. This has Mokies as well.
Yep.
So fit those side by side in there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's so many options for these things that it's kind of fun. Figure it all out. Well, cool. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
That was most excellent.
I will I'll try to get at least an email sign up set up today so people can drop their email in there, and I'll shoot you guys a message when store is live.
Yeah.
Got to figure out inventory too, how that's going to work, because right now there's a couple week lead time on everything, so need to make a bunch. I was hoping to do that this week, but got pulled aside for other things. So.
Well, it's a holiday weekend and a lot going on, and
yeah,
I think everybody understands. So,
cool.
Great stuff, man. I appreciate you joining on, and I need to drop off of here and get busy. I have a lot to do myself. So, hey, thank you, everybody. Please hit your like on the way out if you would. Again, if you missed the unboxing, I'll be posting up a separate video of it, or go back on this and take a look at all these locks that we got. And pretty doggone cool package. Pretty amazed that guy sent all this stuff to me to share with the community. So I look forward to being able to do that. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. And thank you, Mr. Phantasm. And great
Thanks,
product.
Kevin.
You betcha. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone.